So Alexander just left with Benjamin and Daniel Lely. And I put up the whole patriotic bond. I put the picture up saying that there's the FRB has no field agent attached to it. There's no numeracies. And it's FRB PITT, P-I-T-T. That's on extra special alpha anatomics for diatom. The other thing that keeps coming up today is I can't remember the garbage collector that I spoke to. I don't know if he used the word yavel, which could either be YA or no, at his level it's not YA, it would be JA, and then Vol+LOYAL. But then we were we say cross-rooted in order to pair over the cross-dressed after the Irving Berlin, not to upset the spike in the Rammstein 107 crew. That I know the word Berlin, they're like, it's mine. It makes me feel right. I get it. Yeah. Da. And then he's like, and then it's the Ukraine and we get it, but we've got to get over it. You are at the top of the cherry tree that George Washington and George Jefferson chopped down. So whatever. In first presidents was George Washington, and there was some Jefferson along the way. Not to be confused with some moving on up to the penthouse. Yeah, that's some other problem show that the street performers put on. So in diagnostics, I think I was just listening to Morgenstern, Morgenstern, thinking about how that sounds like a last name, Lastname, or surname, Surname. Either one works for me, for suffix, Suffix. Since the prefix Prefix clearly didn't work, since I got two piece of shit husbands as a diagnostic for street performers around the world, and in whatever with the most awesome garbage collectors and crew. I don't know why I got stuck in the garbage bin with the rest of the shitbags. So anyway, then I watched tonight with the boys, My Spy. I don't know, it's some new movie. My dad picked it out. MYSPY. It's one of these random events, and I explained to Alexander tonight about what manifestation is. I said, if you think of life as the world stage, sweetheart, as a station, right? There's a station here in New York. There's a station, wherever. There's stations everywhere. There's stations in the United States, and then there's stations, say, Germany, Italy, Ukraine, Russia, whatever. They're all France, Spain, whatever. And I'm not going south of the equator at the moment. So, and we'll go Canada, because I know they get mad in Royal Air Force, which I confirmed with Benjamin. That's what ROTC meant. And he had an 80-year-old gentleman who was in charge, who put him as a freshman, which was unheard of, as the leader, which he was very impressed, the head of the class. But then something happened, which he won't talk about, and then he backed out. He couldn't take it. But anyway, I digress. Had nothing to do with me. I was promoting him to go speak to, maybe we could get, I don't know, I could ask about a trainer or something if he was having trouble. But, and if he needed help, but he just was like, no, I just don't want to do it anymore. So I didn't push. He's a man. He's growing. So, there was, we did the, where was I? Oh, right. And then I was listening to from Morgenstern. I'm talking about Rammstein, the band, with Morgenstern, and the Du Hast radio station, which is You Will. Let's see. And where are we in Alexander? Oh, manifestation, right? So there's stations all over the place, sweetheart. I was like, and there's man, right? I mean, spell it out. Man, M-A-N, and then it's I-F for if, and then there's an estimate, E-S-T. So if so many men are estimated to do this at stations, then this is the result you can expect. And then you can read the landscape by what you encounter as you walk across and you diagnostic the head cases of humans. So, I mean, that's what we've always done in history, being where we are at Cherry Tree and chopping other people's whatever. Let's see. What was the other thing? Yeah, it just keeps playing out with, yeah, it is a tricky business when you are lead witch, and you've left instructions, and then you have several teams of garbage collectors and taker-outers that have their absolute favorite tech whatever. I'm the technic, TECHNIC. Therefore, there is always a hit, HIT, TAR, TAR, space, GET, get, on my back, because the YAVOL, being the JAVOL, was like, well, hold on a minute, because I blow things up for a living as independent contractor from the evil kingdom elsewhere, when told to do so. And when you say hit a target, it usually involves bullets and like the person asking for it's dead. So you're gonna have to explain that a little bit clearer in like several languages so we don't misunderstand or interpret each other. Right. Okay. And then there's the hit target of like, I don't know, like the Munchkinville of like, we investigate people in real time because we don't know that there's godly people elsewhere in advancements that watch over themselves, more importantly, and all their favorite players throughout all areas, space, and time, to try to help like their favorite garbage collectors instead of everybody else's shitbag choices. So this is why this was never clear to Tsar Niklaus and I. And I did say to Alex, I said, Alexander, one more thing. I said, throughout, like, you know, in street performers, which is like Street View, if you don't want to call them the head lice when they're scratching their heads. Right, yeah, usually head lice people scratch their heads, but then it's indicative of like a brothel. So this ghetto, the Korean ghetto that I live in, is they don't actively prostitute. They're hidden in holes in the wall somewhere, whatever. But the street performers is what they call normal, everyday, nobody specials. That's where I've been living for 41 years while you all play head scratchers and lice, garbage collection with the system and people that you don't own, and ignore me and Niklaus and our wishes completely. Let's think about this. So, I said to Alexander, I said, one key fact that you are going to want to remember, my love, is that the rumor has it that all the czars are dead. I've heard that time and time again, walking America and asking if anybody knows anything about a czar. Caesar, czar, right? Holy Roman Empire apparently fell, right? And all the czars are dead. And I said, oh, okay, well, okay, great. So in America, all the czars are dead, great. And so then and around the world, apparently, so, because Alexander and I have been left on the Fidelis, him and I both as immaculates, with a proper male patriarch, and I'm the superior matriarch, and still nobody acknowledges us. So I said, Alexander, since all the czars are dead around the world and it only leaves you and I being Octavian plus Antonio, Caesar, the last Caesar of the Holy Roman Empire, according to, I don't know, Tifreo, I was like, that makes you, I'm a Czarina, Nono was a prince. I was like, and that makes, I say, but I did hear the last Tsar in Russia was Tsar Nicholas. And it's a TSAR, and it's Nicholas. Nicholas. I was like, so Alexander, my Alexander. I said Tsar Alexander. I said and I aptly named him CZAR, being that we're on the wrong side of the ocean in America. I said, just to remember, if anybody ever asks you, I was like, the last Tsar of Russia, Ukraine, Russia, Soviet Union, whatever, was Tsar Nicholas. TSAR. I was like, he actually had a son, ALEXI. Go figure. The last two letters of ALEXI is the number 11, which is the double immaculate that the three of us are. In two different types. I mean, it's Sigma at the same time, husband and wife, and then it's Sigma for the immaculate son born on the same mechanism that we are. That's the only way that you get to the level that we're at of forever and ever and forevermore. Which is why the word immortality comes to mind, but I don't know. I don't want people searching for things that they'll die for. So, and the quicker the better. I just want Nicholas.